In this tutorial, I will make a detailed comparison between E.Piano 1 and Fulltines so that we can learn their similarities and differences. We will start with algorithm. Both the electric piano patches use the same algorithm 5, which has 3 independent towers. They are used as additive synthesis units, as there is no frequency modulation between these towers. For E.Piano 1, it has feedback level of 6, which is high. Its tower 3 is used for producing a sawtooth sustained tone. For Fulltines, its feedback is set at 4, so its tower 3 is used for producing a soft sustained tone. Let's compare Oscillator. A main difference between the two famous electric piano patches is ratio for operator 2. For E.Piano 1, operator 2 has ratio of 14.00. For Fulltines, operator 2 has ratio of 12.00. This difference makes both patches having different tonal characteristics. Although E.Piano 1 has a sharp metallic tone at lower notes, when you play at higher notes, its metallic tone disappears. This is due to operator 2 having higher ratio, producing much higher tones at higher notes, and our ears cannot hear those higher harmonic tones. On the other hand, by decreasing ratio by 2.00, Fulltines can produce a metallic tone much wider octave range. We also notice that the tune is different, but when you actually listen to those two patches, it is hard to hear the difference. Their setting is different, but the overall chorusing effect is similar. So for both patches, Tower 1 is used for generating a metallic attack tone. Tower 2 produces soft sustained tone with a chorusing effect. Tower 3 produces either a sawtooth or soft sustained tone with a chorusing effect. Now, we will compare envelopes. When you look at those two tables, you notice that Tower 1 for those two patches are very similar. They both have 2 decay type envelopes. They both have the same purpose of generating the main metallic tone of an electric piano sound. We can visualize those envelopes. Both patches have faster attack reaching to a maximum level. Then, they have slow decay rate 2 for operator 1 and medium decay rate 2 for operator 2. The main decay is controlled by rate 3 as level 3 is 0 with slowing decay. They both have prominent attack as level 2 is set at 75. For Tower 2, both patches have identical envelopes. Both have 2 decay type envelopes. They both have faster attack at maximum level. Both have slow decay at rate 2 with level 2 only slightly lower than level 1. This creates a slight attack tone. The main decay is controlled by rate 3 and it reaches to level 3 slowly. Level 3 is 0, so the envelopes stopped at level 3. Level 3 is 0, so the envelopes stop at level 3. For Tower 3, E.Piano 1 has no sustain at level 4 for both operators 5 and 6. but Fulltines has sustain at level 4 for operator 6. Let's visualize to understand those envelopes better. For E.Piano 1, envelopes for operators 5 and 6 are very similar. Both have faster attack at maximum level. They have slow decay at rate 2 with a slight decrease in level. They have a slight attack tone. The main decay is controlled by rate 3 reaching to level 3, which is 0. For Fulltines, an envelope for operator 5 is the same as that of E.Piano 1. However, operator 6 has a different envelope. It has fast attack at maximum level. It has slow decay at rate 2 at a slightly lower level 2, which is 95. It is designed to have a slight attack tone only. The main decay is controlled by rate 3, reaching to level 3, which is 0, slowly. But it moves at medium speed to level 4, which is set at 31. By hearing Fulltines, we cannot determine what the purpose of this key release sustain. Let's compare other priority parameters. For E.Piano 1, keyboard rate scaling is set at low. But for Fulltines, it's set at low to medium levels. This indicates that Fulltines has generally a shorter envelope at higher notes. For output level, E.Piano 1 has very low frequency modulation level for operator 2, making the overall sound softer. Fulltines have adequate output level for all operators. For both patches, key velocity sensitivity on operator 5 is either none or low. Overall, Fulltines has less variations. We can summarize what we've learned so far on the table shown. What I would like to do is to highlight key differences. Feedback is applied less for Fulltines. Ratio for metallic tone is higher for E.Piano 1 at 14.00 instead of 12.00 for Fulltines. Envelopes are almost identical except for operator 6. For Fulltines, operator 6 has level 4 set at 31. Overall, Fulltines has shorter envelopes at higher notes. Output level of operator 2 for E.Piano 1 is very low, so producing softer electric piano sound. Overall, Fulltines has less variations of key velocity sensitivity. You can pause this video for self-learning tutorial. You can think about how you may be able to improve both the famous DX7 Mark I E.Piano 1 and the DX7 II Fulltines patches. Think about those priority parameters that we've discussed in this tutorial. You can use this blank table as an example to come up with your own ideas. If necessary, please revise this tutorial. Please subscribe to my channel for more great DXM demos and tutorials. For the next tutorial, we will make improvements to the famous E.Piano and Fulltines.